Hi everyone. Are you in a high fire zone? Possibly considering either buying a home or currently a homeowner? Well, I have an expert, Brandon, from
First American Natural Hazard Disclosures.
This information is very critical if you are considering buying a home or if you are in an area that might be considered now high fire. I'll have Brandon give you more specific information.
Right here we have behind us a map of the new fire zones from CAL FIRE. CAL FIRE is the state entity that deals with providing the fire information. And so they've expanded these maps, if you can see here in LA County, because of the recent fires in the Pacific Palisades and Eaton Canyon up in Altadena. These zones here have expanded to have more homes that are in the fire zone. So this is the new key or legend here, so you can see very high, and moderate zones for both what the SRA, or what it's stating up there, is the state responsibility area, and the LRA, which is the local responsibility area. So local would be your cities and counties, and the state would be the state of California, FEMA, those types of maps. That's what you're gonna find here. The reason why you wanna know this information ahead of time is that it will affect your purchase when it comes to obtaining insurance. What we say from our side of the business in NHD is that you want to find out if your home is in or near these zones to be proactive in the transaction, to be able to then go and obtain that insurance. And so when you look at Southern California here, we have the three colors that you can see. The deep red colors are the very high severity fire zones. You have more of the orangish color, which is the high severity zone, and then there's a yellow color for the moderate zone. And in LA County, in Southern California specifically, we've seen expansions to these zones and to these maps because of the local fires that we had this year, which were the most devastating fires in California history. And if you see up here in this area up in East LA, these are the areas where you can see it's a deep red color, which is the very high severity zones. Here is where the Pacific Palisades is, and this is where Altadena. These were the two areas where the fires were located, and you can see how these are largely red areas where you'll find homes that are in those areas. And you can go to the CAL FIRE website to actually type in the address specific to see down to the street level if it is in the high or very high severity fire zones.
As a real estate professional, this is so important to educate our buyers. And I will send this out as well for homeowners that need to get an update on the map, FEMA map. You can go onto the website, as Brandon just mentioned. But as a new buyer, make sure that you get a copy of the Natural Hazards Report when you purchase. Understand your disclosures carefully, because if you are in a fire or high fire zone, it can cost you almost double, triple the amount of insurance. And that can definitely affect your payment. And of course, you don't want to fall into something like that can eventually affect you and when you decide to sell. Just reaching out to everyone, trying to educate. We'll put a few links for you to follow up on. And I want to thank Brandon. This is very good information. Virginia Hernandez, Century 21 All Stars. Thank you.